this is Sarah with Create, Plan, Prosper, and I'm here to bring you a September bullet journal layout video. But before we get into September and setting that up, I'll kind of speed through that. I want to go over August so we can see what worked and what didn't, what I want to carry over, what I don't. So the things that I want to carry over and keep in my little traveler's notebook section have a heart in them. Anything that has a label next to it is telling me it's going to move to a different book. But we'll get there. I won't rush into that one. So I love this spread and I'm going to definitely keep it. Next one, this is like a focus important thing. I didn't really like it and didn't use it, so I X'd it and noted that I didn't use it. I skipped a page here, but it's just a longer list of more tasks. It's okay. I might use it, but I don't really care about it that much or care for it. These dailies, I love them. I do like the fuller page dailies better with specific appointments or notes. I hand draw little sticky notes. I put the weather for the day. I do that the night before. It's got the tasks list on every one and kind of a little review of the day just to make sure that I'm writing about things because I really love to write. The meal plans here, I like them, but I'm not going to use them in this book anymore. So I will continue to put it in my bullet journal, but it's going to be in that little health notebook up there. So just more dailies. We're just going to kind of flip through these quicker. And here are my 4 P's to personal and professional progress. So I just take notes on the projects, personal, professional, and profitable tasks for each month. Here I just have the little week in review and the next week going ahead, things that I need to do. I'm just going to fast forward through this right now. I'm just going to take a couple notes on things that I do want to carry over into the new bullet journal. So that should be super fun. I will recommend, no matter whether you're moving into like a small traveler's notebook insert like I am from the last one, I still recommend designating a specific page for things you want to carry over, things that didn't work, just kind of like a review. I don't know why I didn't do it this time, but oops. So here I have a separate blog content in Traveler's Notebook, and inside it is this content checklist. It kind of tells me what everything's going to be publishing on each one of my 3 blogs. I used to have it in the monthly and then I took it out. Now I'm going to put it back, so I wanted to make sure that I took a note of that. Alright, now it is time to officially move on to creating the new layout for September. Are you ready? So these little notebooks are replacing the crappy ones that I got on Amazon. These are dot grid, thank God, because the other ones are blank. This is from Stinson Paper Company. She uses, I believe it's 28-pound paper. I love it. The covers are a little thin on them, but that doesn't bother me at all. The paper quality is the most important, and she does a fantastic job. So kind of flattening everything out, getting ready to write down now, and I'm going to go ahead and speed through this. I'm just putting together the cover. Admittedly, I went a little bit overboard. I'll blame being on camera. Normally, I like to keep things really, really simple. And even though I did major in art, I kind of don't do it that often. So maybe this was good. This was a good excuse to actually doodle and draw, and I think I really needed to do that this time. You know, not like having 3 kids and 3 blogs and a business and everything. You know, I'm not busy enough. Yes, I'm totally cracking on myself. Alright, so I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let you watch this, and I'll just voice over when I need to. Bye! Alright, I've got to kind of rag on myself here because I was so happy. I put little brackets up. This is where I'm going to fit the title in, and then I totally just right-sided it. I saved it with the little orange box, though. You see that little orange box under the... Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. So if you didn't notice, I do like sticking with specific media like markers and things like that, and I do like the sketchy lines. So I found that you can pretty much fill in anything with doing, I don't know, it's not manga, is it? Someone correct me. But I just kind of like put the little colorful lines, and it looks really artistic and sketchy, and I love that kind of feel. And then just kind of bring it all together with a lighter solid color to just meld the colors together, and it turns out to be really nice and smooth and silky. And okay, I'll stop. All right, so setting up the calendar. I had a little bit of an issue. I don't know what the heck I did here, but going from the blank notebook to the dot grid, I'm totally making excuses here. I miscounted, and I guess I have no idea what I did or how I possibly did this, but I totally lost Sunday on the end. I wound up fixing it. You'll see. I save it, I think. But I, had to relabel everything, and it's fine. It worked out. It's good. But if you end up using a blank notebook, which the little guys that I formerly used in the August notebook, I got them on Amazon. I'll link it. I'll research it, but that worked out really well. I just printed, I stole just a Google grid. I think I just Googled like line grid or something, and printed it on cardstock, cut it out to fit the page, so then it was a good page marker. Now I currently use that to not smear with my left-handedness as I'm writing fast. But anyhow, I really liked doing that. It became kind of a pain in the butt, so I really missed my dot grid, and Stinson Paper Company to the rescue. Not affiliated, I just really, really love her notebooks. There's a lot of care, and here's, oh, maybe I didn't notice yet. Let's see. If you can't tell, I'm voicing over. Ignore the grays. I leaned all up into that one. And here we go. Here's where I forgot my Sunday. Easy fix, though. Easy fix. So the only thing that I was a little sad about, I was really looking forward to that sidebar where I could put the really important stickies on the side there. But that's okay. It's just a little slimmer than normal. Not that big of a deal. Cool thing is, too, is that this paper is white, unlike the last one, which was more of a creamy off-white color. So I can use white out on this, and it's not, insanely standing out on me. Also, I know people are going to ask, that little pretty pin holder is actually a sunglasses holder from Vera Bradley. That's my other obsession outside of bullet journaling and sometimes family. And I really love using that as a pin holder. So again, it's just like a little sunglasses, reading glasses case holder thingy. So definitely check those guys out. And there's that line grid paper I was telling you about. I'm using it to make sure I don't screw up. Unfortunately, the orange didn't come over on camera very well, but it's actually quite pretty. I usually like using gray and black pen only, but it was nice to try something different, kind of theme it up a bit. And then numbering the pages, fixing what I whited out. And now we're going to move into the 4 P's of personal and professional success. I almost totally screwed it up, and I'm not going to re-record that. I hope you don't mind. Counting my little lines and splitting the page. So I really like this setup. I did talk about this with more detail in my emails. So if you're not signed up for that, go to createplanprosper.com, and it is on there. It's like my 5 simple fixes for productivity. I love it. And it's something that I started with like my second bullet journal, I believe. and I just kind of naturally kept doing it over and over. I'm like, oh, I guess it's working. Subconsciously, my subconscious was telling me that it was working to stick to it. So that worked out. All right, so this little guy I used to do in every single one of my bullet journals except for the last one, because I just thought, well, I'm going to be doing daily reviews. I no longer need kind of this mental clarity, brain dump idea flush page anymore. I don't need it. But I have to say, outside of I miss drawing the little light bulb, it was quite nice. I will put a picture up in here to show you what a completed page looks like. But it's just a really freeing kind of brain dump, but more creative. Not creative, that's the wrong word. It's a brain dump where you just kind of let go of things. So it's not necessarily going to hinder the dailies. It's just going to be something where I can vent, I can do whatever, and it's got this cute little light bulb in the middle that designates that page too. You just put your thoughts in here, woman. Right, so now I found my starting point, and now I'm going to start putting in that content checklist. So basically it's just all the areas that I need to manually promote a new blog post that publishes. And in the last one I drew little boxes, but I always used to do circles, and I really like the circles better. I think it's prettier. So I'm going to continue doing that. Right now I'm just drawing out my lines, and I ended up screwing up and missing, I think, 2 lines because I miscounted again. It's just one of those days, apparently. I'm so new to these videos, I have to say. I'm going to do like a random shout out to every single person who regularly does videos. I am so impressed. I'm sure I could figure out a way to make it less complicated, and I know it's just like my virgin run, but I am still, like, you all are fantastic. I am so impressed in what you do. So right now I'm just drawing out my circles. I will not make you watch this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fast forward. I'm just going to flip back through and title some of these pages, since I don't like writing on fresh highlighter since it gets all smeary with my left-handedness, and I will let you coast through this. And here's how everything turned out. As I mentioned earlier, I do like to keep things simple except for the cover. So just a simple boxed calendar, 4 little sections for the 4 Ps, the little light bulb brain dump, and my publishing section right before entering the dailies, weeklies, and so on. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and subscribe on YouTube if you did, and if you really liked it, go on over to createplanprosper.com and subscribe for the free series that I've got up there for you. Thanks so much again for watching, and I'll see you next week.